Most people scroll through Pinterest or social media feeds wanting what they see. They chase the aesthetics, the outfits, the routines, the rooms, the moods. It becomes a loop where everyone desires the same handful of images. It feels like inspiration, but it's really limitation. You're inhaling the air that someone had already breathed out. The problem is simple. You are looking at the end product of someone else's lived experience, not the source that created it. If we look at the etymology of inspiration, it comes from the Latin word in and spirere, to breathe. Inspirere, to breathe into, to blow upon, to ignite, to excite. By the 1300s, inspiration had meant the influence of a god, something that entered you and animated you. In Middle English, inspire had meant to put life or spirit into the human body. The root idea is to not copy. It is taking in breath, pulling in life, letting something real move within you. So inspiration isn't a mood board, it is inhalation. It is fuel entering the system. Plutarch, a Greek philosopher, had once said, "The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled." The spark comes from the contact with the world, not from passively collecting images. All the successful people that you see today did not wait for inspiration themselves in situations where their mind had no choice but to wake up. True inspiration is a physical process. People talk about inspiration like it just floats around just waiting to be caught, but it is a physical chain reaction. It starts when you put yourselves in places where the brain fully hasn't mapped yet. When you go out and actually do things, you take in fresh input, unfamiliar places, different people, unexpected conversation, new tasks, new problems to solve. Your senses get hit with information that you've never processed before, which forces your mind to wake up from running the same constant loop over and over again. This sparks neuroplasticity, the brain's method of reorganizing itself. When you experience something that your current wiring cannot predict, the brain begins to form new pathways to handle the new experience. This shift affects how you think, how you interpret situations, what you notice, and how you connect ideas. Old mental patterns weaken and new ones take shape. As the wiring changes, your ideas change. Fresh pathways collide in the brain in ways they haven't before. You start seeing patterns that you've never recognized before, connecting concepts that once felt unrelated, and generating ideas that aren't copies of anything that you've seen before. Inspiration is simply the brain responding to the internal update. Scrolling never triggers this. It feeds your mind the same type of images in the same format over and over again. No new input, no internal shift. Going out and engaging with the world gives your brain actual material to remodel itself. This journey doesn't just give you inspiration, it rebuilds the entire system that produces inspiration in the first place. Now, I'm going to give you a list of interesting experiences that you can try out to spark some inspiration into your life. The first step, of course, would be to go somewhere unfamiliar. Visit a part of your city you've never walked through. Explore a museum you've always ignored. Spend a day at a library pulling random books. Have short conversations with baristas. Ask an elderly person a random question. Talk to a vendor at a market. Join a local class or an event. Do something mildly uncomfortable, such as take a dance class. Try a martial arts session. Take up boxing. Try a food that you're convinced you won't like. Go to a concert alone. Hike a trail early in the morning. Wander a busy street market. Watch people's habits and dynamics in public places. Learn a small skill just for the sake of curiosity. Basic sketching, calligraphy, playing with clay, simple coding challenges, taking photos intentionally rather than for social media. These push your brains out of familiar loops. Once again, inspiration isn't found, it is activated. You don't breathe in life by scrolling, you breathe in life by living. When you experience more, you become more. When you become more, your brain rewires itself. When your brain rewires, your ideas evolve. I hope you enjoyed the video and the contents discussed. And let me know what you thought. And what are your ways to induce inspiration? Thank you. Until next time.